Intro music fades. Hello, and welcome to Dr. Hwang's AI Stock Factory, your daily data-driven guide to the U.S. market. I'm your host, dedicated to bringing you precise, algorithmically derived insights for your investment decisions. Let's first check yesterday's top picks performance. We tracked 4 selections. Our pick for Tesla, successfully hit TP1, securing a robust 3.5% gain for those who followed our parameters. Adobe remains in holding, showing moderate upward movement, still well within our projected range. Unfortunately, Caterpillar, CAT, triggered its stop loss, reflecting a shift in market sentiment for industrial cyclicals. Finally, Costco, continues to consolidate, holding above its entry, indicating a balanced sentiment for the retail sector. As always, these outcomes are based on algorithmic analysis and provide reference data only. U.S. market close recap, 1 to 2 minutes, ***. Today, the U.S. markets displayed a strong rebound, erasing prior session losses and pushing major indices into positive territory. The S&P 500 closed at 6,886.24, up 1.02%, demonstrating broad market strength. The NASDAQ composite led the charge, gaining 1.23% to finish at 23,183.74, propelled by renewed optimism in growth sectors. Not to be outdone, the Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced by 0.63%, closing at 48,218.25. The VIX, our volatility index, registered 19.12, indicating a slight easing of immediate market anxiety. Sector performance today was decisively led by technology, XLK, which surged by 2.1%, followed closely by financials, XLF, up 1.8%, and semiconductors, SOX, increasing by a solid 1.7%. This robust performance suggests a return to risk-on sentiment in high-growth and cyclical areas. On the other end of the spectrum, healthcare, XLV, saw more modest gains of 0.5%, energy, XLE, rose by 0.3%, and utilities, XLU, notably lagged, declining by 1.2%. The key market driver today appears to be a notable de-escalation of geopolitical tensions coupled with ongoing anticipation for clarity from upcoming economic data. Easing concerns in the Middle East provided a tailwind, allowing investors to focus on fundamental sector strengths, particularly within the technology and financial segments. Global macro and hot topics, 1 minute, ***. Shifting to global developments, several key headlines influenced today's trading landscape. CNBC reported that U.S. Senator Vance stated, "The ball is in Iran's court," regarding peace talks, as the U.S. blockade takes effect. This statement, alongside news that oil prices fell, directly contributed to a more optimistic market outlook by reducing perceived geopolitical risk premium. Lower oil prices generally translate to consumer and corporate relief, fostering a more favorable economic environment. Another significant development is the news that Fed nominee Warsh cleared a hurdle to a Senate hearing, as reported by CNBC. This progress signals potential shifts in future monetary policy perspectives, warranting close observation. While S&P 500 futures remained little changed after erasing Iran war losses, the market's underlying resilience suggests an emphasis on domestic economic factors. We also saw a fascinating report from CNBC highlighting that some brave traders who made a leveraged bet on chip stocks nearly doubled their return in almost 10 days. This underscores the high conviction momentum present in the semiconductor sector, aligning with today's strong performance from the SOX index. Lastly, MarketWatch noted the Swiss National Bank's decision to cut interest rates by a half point to 0.5%, indicating global central banks are prepared to act preemptively to support economic activity, setting a precedent that could influence other major economies. Overall market sentiment, 30 seconds, ***. Today's market regime is designated as yellow circle neutral. The VIX is just under 20, indicating moderate, but manageable, volatility. Given the positive market close and the backdrop of de-escalating geopolitical tensions, today's market exhibits a balanced risk profile, with cautious optimism prevailing despite significant economic data releases on the horizon. Noise cancellation briefing, 30 seconds, ***. Here at Dr. Hwang's AI Stock Factory, our proprietary algorithms are constantly at work. Today we scanned over 2,500 stocks across the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. After our multi-layer filter system, which analyzes fundamental strength, technical indicators, and market sentiment through advanced machine learning, 17 passed all criteria. From this rigorously filtered list, our final top pick selection features 5 stocks that present compelling opportunities. Remember, these are based on algorithmic analysis, and past data does not guarantee future returns.
Top picks number 5 to number 1, 3 to 4 minutes, ***. Let's dive into today's top picks, starting from number 5. 5. Globe with Meridian's NVIDIA Corporation ***. Selection reason, strong AI computing demand continuing to drive sector leadership and robust earnings outlook. Quant score, 88 entry price, $905.50 TP1, target price $938, plus 3.6%, success probability, 72% TP2, target price $965, plus 6.6%. Stop loss, $870, minus 3.9%. 4. Purple Circle Google Alphabet Incorporated, Class A, selection reason, expanding AI integration across core products and resilient digital advertising revenue growth. Quant score, 90 entry price, $162.20 TP1, target price $167, plus 3.0%, success probability, 75% TP2, target price $171.50, plus 5.7%. Stop loss, $157.80, minus 2.7%. Event risk note, as a growth tech stock, Google could see volatility surrounding the CPI data release and broader market reactions to interest rate expectations. 3. Shield JP Morgan Chase & Company selection reason, robust financial performance supported by a healthy interest rate environment and strong consumer banking metrics. Quant score, 92 entry price, $201.15 TP1, target price $206.50, plus 2.6%, success probability, 78% TP2, target price $210, plus 4.4%. Stop loss, $196, minus 2.6%, event risk note, as a major financial institution, JP Morgan is particularly sensitive to interest rate expectations, making it an event risk pick ahead of today's US CPI release. Investors should monitor this closely. 2. Cloud Microsoft Corporation *** selection reason, continued enterprise cloud adoption and strategic investments in AI driving sustained revenue and earnings growth. Quant score, 94 entry price, $425.80 TP1, target price $436, plus 2.4%, success probability, 80% TP2, target price $445, plus 4.5%. Stop loss, $416.50, minus 2.2%. 1. Green Apple Incorporated selection reason, anticipation of new product cycles, strong services revenue growth, and consistent global brand loyalty. Quant score, 95 entry price, $171.40 TP1, target price $176, plus 2.7%, success probability, 82% TP2, target price $180.50, plus 5.3%. Stop loss, $166.50, minus 2.8%. These top picks are generated based on our rigorous algorithmic models. This is reference data only, and you should always make your own final decision.
Today's variables/events, 30 seconds, ***. Looking ahead, significant market variables are on deck. Today, April 14th, is the US CPI release, a critical piece of inflation data that will heavily influence market expectations for future Federal Reserve policy. Additionally, Q2 earnings season is now underway, and corporate guidance will be pivotal for sector and individual stock performance. We urge vigilance, especially around these releases, as they can introduce short-term volatility. Closing line, mandatory, word for word. For the fastest access to profitable insights, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Outro music fades in.